What's up, community? It's Rafi here. Let's have a chat. I know I've been away for so long, so I want to start by apologizing. Y'all have been so sweet and so supportive and checking on me and sending me messages and asking me when is the new video gonna come up. Like, I love your content and I so appreciate that. I really, really do. So here I am. Apologize, but life happened. I've been healing super well. Just some quick updates. I can show my chest by the end of the video. I'm in a new place, moved to a new place, finally embraced polyamory in all its beautiful and complicated and hurtful ways. I've been really digging deep into my Arab roots, and this is kind of what I want to talk about today, is which was also a suggestion by one of you, so I'm gonna take on that. It was about the experience of being trans, coming out and being biracial, how those things intersect and relate. So I want to preface this by saying I can only speak from the Arab and Italian experience, so like the Arab and white experience. This is what my background is. So the first point I want to touch upon is the push of coming out, right? That was definitely something that got popularized with Harvey Milk.
Speak out, and most importantly, every gay person must come out. As difficult as it is, you must tell your immediate family. You must tell your relatives. You must tell your friends, if indeed they are your friends. You must tell your neighbors. You must tell the people you work with. You must tell the people in the stores you shop.
And it's a narrative that's pretty dominant in other colonizer countries. You get the sense that if you don't come out, then you're kind of like less of a queer, less of a trans person because you didn't have the courage or you weren't brave enough to come out. Well, I think that's super bullshit, and that's just another layer of white supremacy that wants to impose their dominant cultures into other folks that may have a completely different relationship with coming out. In many different cultures, and I'm going to speak from the Arab culture, okay? The idea of family and what that means is very different from the idea of what family means in the American culture, or this idea of like individuality, of independence. That's not something that is common in the Arab culture. Like, families are really, really tight. Kids live with their parents even like in adulthood. It's not an uncommon thing. Of course, living in a culture that fosters some sort of like emotional detachment from your family and from your peers really would make it significantly easier for you to just be able to come out to your family and everybody, regardless of the fact that the outcome may be negative, but it's still, that makes it much easier. So I personally see that narrative of just asking people to come out as a white dominant culture that works to erase people of color's experiences. Shocker. Just to tell you about my personal experience, I came out to my grandmother, who is the Arab side of my family, on my mother's side, when I was 13. And the reason why I came out to her, even though she was like the Arab side, not the Italian side of the family, is because I felt much more connected to her. Do you know what I mean? So also, like, realizing that people may have different reasons for coming out, I think is very important. I just want to say that y'all beautiful, biracial, and people of color who are trans, I see you and I love you, and I definitely think we need to create our own resources and put more content out there that sees us as the whole human beings that we are, because there's no trans one-on-one fits all if we're not addressing very specific things about each other in a way that honor all of our identities. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. If you have any more specific questions, I would love to chat with you about it, so just put your comments below. And I'll talk to you soon. I totally forgot I said I was gonna show my chest, so let's go for that. Alright. So here it is. It's looking pretty good. Solid. It's nice straps in there and all that. But yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. Talk to y'all later.